Dueling ethics complaints in the state legislature tonight. House Democrats filed their complaint against two Republican lawmakers today as the GOP filed their own against a DFLer. Danny Spiewak joins us now live at the Capitol, breaking it all down. Danny?
Yes, there's a lot going on here, so see if you can follow. House Democrats today officially filed their ethics complaint against Republicans Elliot Engen and Walter Hudson, who were pictured drinking alcohol at a St. Paul restaurant on March 26th during a time when they were supposed to be in committee. So that's one. And then now there's a Republican ethics complaint filed against a Democratic lawmaker related to his work for an environmental group while he was carrying bills about the boundary waters. This is all just the latest in the tied House of Representatives. More turmoil here in this chamber. For the first time since his DWI arrest, Representative Elliot Engen took his seat Tuesday in the House chamber. On the early morning of March 27th, White Bear Lake police pulled over Engen with Representative Walter Hudson in the car carrying a legal firearm. In response, GOP House Speaker Lisa Demuth removed both lawmakers from all committees.
As Speaker and as leader of our caucus, I did choose to remove them from those responsibilities.
But Demuth says her decision had nothing to do with the photograph taken 12 hours before Engen's arrest, showing Engen and Hudson drinking alcohol at a St. Paul restaurant when they were supposed to be in committee and prior to a House floor session.
You've had more than a week to look into this conduct. Do you believe they were intoxicated on the House floor?
What I know is the police report that came out, and that is where I am making my decision.
But you don't know if they were pictured drinking.
I am making my decision based on what the police report and the information that I received.
However, House Democrats have filed an ethics complaint against Engen and Hudson, not for Engen's DWI, but instead arguing that they violated public trust by leaving in the middle of their committees to go drinking instead.
And it is so egregious that they would simply abandon their jobs to go to a bar in the middle of the day, in the middle of a committee hearing, that yes, we thought that rose to the level of an ethics violation.
Separately, House Republicans filed their own ethics complaint against DFL Representative Alex Falconer, alleging that he violated House rules by bringing bills related to the boundary waters while working for environmental groups. Falconer and his colleagues called the complaint desperate.
He was a registered state lobbyist, and then he left being a registered state lobbyist. I think that's adequate disclosure.
So with both of these ethics complaints now, Speaker Demuth has 7 days to forward them to an ethics committee. But remember, because the House is tied, almost all the committees are tied as well, including the ethics committee. So you need bipartisan support for either of these complaints to move forward for possible discipline. Back to you.
All right, so like many other things this session, they could wind up going nowhere. Danny, is that pretty accurate?
Yes. It just depends on what the investigations show and what the facts are. And then at that time, we'll have to see if there are anybody that reaches across the aisle to make a decision to punish somebody from their own party.
All right, Danny, thank you.